we've done a lot in the cave already. Actually, it's not a big place. I mean, if you have repels, I mean, like if you come here later on and beat like it's just a trainers that make it seem longer. But other than that, it's not really that long. And this is another optional route you can take if you want to get an extra item, you know, and battle a rocket grunt for it. Here's another Clefairy. Wow. I still never found a Paris yet, but you know, you can definitely find it. I mean, take my word for it. But yeah, I'm not finding one, but I'll probably find one eventually. And this guy is gonna send a Zubat. Yeah, you'll notice Team Rocket Grunts, mainly the Pokemon they use are gonna be poison types. Yeah, basically poison types and normal types. So yeah, that's what you're mainly gonna be seeing from them. So yeah. And I'm gonna finish off Scratch. I don't know why even I'm probably gonna get rid of Scratch soon because Karate Chop is basically just a stronger version of Scratch. And wow, Mankey's is gaining too many levels. I'm gonna send in Pikachu now. This is something Pikachu could take on. Especially, I don't want Pikachu to lag behind in levels because, well, it most likely won't because the next gym is a gym that Pikachu would do good against. But the gym after that, and actually the next few gyms after that, is something that Pikachu really can't do anything against. So yeah. Definitely need to make sure that Pikachu does not stay under in low level. And wow, here's but yeah, definitely need to make sure. Like it did use Wrap on me, but thankfully got fully paralyzed, so the Wrap kind of canceled out. If it didn't happen, I would be kind of mad. But I think my Pikachu was faster than Ekans, so it doesn't matter. And TM01, that's actually pretty interesting because TM01 is pretty powerful move. It's Mega Punch. Clefairy could learn it, so you know if you're planning on using one, you could definitely teach it that. Pikachu could learn that. That's actually not too bad for Pikachu. But I'm not gonna teach it that. Maybe I'll decide later, but most likely I won't. And hidden items actually over here in Ether. If you click it. Now, by the way, for evolutionary stone evolutions, I mean like stone evolutions, like for example Clefairy into Clefable, you need a Moonstone. You can later on you'll be able to buy 4 of the 5 elemental like stones. You'll be able to buy the Leaf Stone, Fire Stone, Thunder Stone, and Water Stone. But for now you can't. But later on you know in a later city you will be able to. The last type of stone as of like this game at least, the Moonstone. You'll be able to find that in this cave actually. You can find 2 in the cave. One is in plain sight, the other is hidden. So the hidden one I'm going to be showing where that is because most people probably don't know where it is. And, you know, no, I mean most people might know, but some people out there might not. And there's other places you find them too, so yeah. So I think it'll be good if I show that, and yeah. And yeah, Youngster was defeated, losing 6, of course. I'm going to send, okay good, Mankey is up front because the next trainer is something Pikachu can't even handle. And yeah, over here you can grab yourself a Moonstone. So this is where the first Moonstone is. That's the one that's in like plain sight, and the one that's hidden is actually well, we'll get there soon. We're almost done with this cave. There's only one little part of it left. There's, let me think actually, after this trainer there's only I think 2, no there's like, actually yeah, there's only like 3 trainers. So yeah, we are actually almost done. I was going to use Karate Chop because I'm used to the fact that it's a fighting type move, but yeah, it's not in this generation, so I gotta get used to that. And yeah, low kick. I mean, Geodude is not really that. It doesn't look heavy, I mean, but it is pretty heavy because it's ground rock type, so it makes sense. And Onyx, it's big and it's heavy, so definitely want to kill it. But it is pretty defensive, so we'll see. And a lot of Pokemon, I guess I can just talk about random stuff while I'm battling these random trainers. A lot of Pokemon in this first gen got evolutions in second gen. Like I already talked about Golbat, which got Crobat. Onyx also got another one, which is got its evolution was part Steel type, which is one of the types that were introduced. Scyther, which we haven't seen yet, is also another Pokemon like that. Many Pokemon got those kind of evolutions. Mainly in like certain like special ways, like trade with an item or like the different evolutionary like methods are introduced like later on in games. Like for example, second generation introduced the Sunstone, which is another evolutionary stone, and introduced trading with items, so that's pretty cool. And happiness evolution, which were pretty big, I guess. Third evolution introduced, well, I think actually I don't remember. I don't think third gen actually introduced much in most things, I guess, but it did introduce a lot of game mechanic things, but like the ones that you see nowadays. But yeah, other than that, I don't think you know, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, or Fire Red really introduced much. Fourth generation evolution wise introduced two new evolutionary stones, the Dawn Stone and the Dusk Stone, and it gave also more trade item evolutions, and it gave so many Pokemon from previous generations a bunch of evolutions, which I actually really liked. It made a lot of the Pokemon you might have thought of as like you know, not really too good, into very good Pokemon. So I really like that about fourth generation. And fifth generation was completely unique. Like it was actually had no like evolution of the previous Pokemon. It was unique, I guess, but I did like the fact that there were I like fourth generation for the fact that it made a lot of old Pokemon a lot better. So there's still Pokemon nowadays we just look at and we think, wow, they really suck. Like Farfetch, like that's the first one that comes to my mind. Farfetch needs an evolution badly, and Dunsparce too. That I think it needs one. And we're actually almost done with this place. I know I've said this already, but yeah, I just remembered like how much, like there's only 2 trainers left, so we're really almost done. And why am I sending Mankey out front? I really need to remember this. I'm gonna switch it out this time, because Mankey is 3 levels higher than my Pikachu. I know Pikachu will definitely get some training though in the second gym because I know it does have a, you know, it's Thundershock is super effective, but still. And yeah, okay, so we're almost there. No more wild Pokemon, please. And okay, so yeah, this is the very end of Mount Moon now, so we're almost out of here. I'm gonna show something. This is where the hidden moonstone I was talking about is. So okay, over here, go up to the wall and click A, and here's the moonstone. In Fire and Leaf Green, it was a lot easier, I guess, to find because of the fact that there was a rock on there, like an actual rock, so you could kind of you know, guess that there would be a hidden item there, and you know, go up and press A. But yeah, now we have 2 moonstones altogether. There's actually I already talked about Nidorina and Nidorino. They also evolved by moonstone, so you know, you can evolve them by now, but I recommend waiting a little bit until they learn better moves. But yeah, that's 3 Pokemon evolved to the moonstone, and I believe like, you know, I mean, like Clefairy, and there's also Jigglypuff, but we can't really find that yet. So yeah, there's 4 Pokemon altogether in this game, and they add a bunch more later on. And one final Pokemon, Coughing. This is actually something I need Pikachu for, because I'm not too sure if Mankey can do that good against Coughing. But Pikachu's pretty low on health. I don't know if one Thundershock can really take out a Coughing, and that did nothing. Oh my goodness. And okay, I'm dead. There's nothing I can do about it. Let me see, actually. I could just switch out to kind of save Pikachu. Yeah, I'm gonna switch out. Come on, Mankey, you can do this. This isn't the last battle. There's still one more battle we gotta do. But yeah, Cry Chop. Let's see how much it does. Yes, okay, one more KO. Thankfully, it's not using Smog. Smog has a pretty high chance of poisoning. That's why I really hate it, but yeah. And yeah, so whatever. Anyways, he's gonna say we'll each take 1. So yeah, now we each take 1. Now you can get the Dome Fossil or the Helix Fossil. Now I'm gonna be doing another bio here of two new Pokemon. Now later on in the game, and I mean very late from the game. Like I mean like once you have like 7 gym badges, kind of late. That like when you're there in the game, you're gonna be able to revive fossil Pokemon. And right now, if you're, you know, you might be thinking of using these 2 in your team. You know, you could use them, you could revive them, but then they get revived at level 5. But you know, you can still use them. So Dome Fossil, if you want to pick that, you'll get a Kabuto, which is Water Rock type. Both of them are Water Rock type, actually. Now Kabuto is it specializes in attack and speed. Now that isn't too great considering you know, it's water type, so it learns moves like surf and stuff, but that won't do too much damage because its special stat isn't that high. But moves like, you know, rock slide, things like that, because it is part rock as well, will do a lot of damage. Overall, it is a pretty good Pokemon because it has good attack and speed. That's always a good combination. But yeah, Kabuto evolves into Kabutops at level 40, and that's where it gets all these, you know, a major attack and speed boost. So yeah, but it evolves at level 40, which is really late. But if you give Kabuto like experience share, which is an item we'll get later, and just level it up like that with all the high level Pokemon, you know, it'll eventually get up there, and it'll be like you know, level 40 eventually. And now for the other one, if you chose a Helix Fossil, you'll get an Omanite, which is also a Water Rock type, and Omanite's stats are spread out a little differently. It's very slow, but it is very decently defensive. And its special stat is pretty good, and so is its attack, but they're more of like decently spread out. But it is very slow, that's the problem. And well, I can't really say too much about it. Omanite evolves into Omastar at level 40, by the way, and that's where its stats get a little more it becomes more bulky, but it still is very slow. So basically, it's either you want someone that's quick and can attack, or someone that's bulky and can attack. But it's, you know, Omanite is much lower on that. I mean, Omastar is much lower on the attack scale, and sadly my Pikachu fainted. Wow, that was kind of crazy. Anyways, but yeah, for me, I won't be using any of them, so I don't really care which one I choose. But yeah, the one I recommend out of the two is Kabutops, because, you know, its storyline, it doesn't really matter. I mean, someone that can quickly defeat opponents is something you want. But, you know, Omastar is good too. But anyways, once you're done with that, when you try to exit, the people will be like, stop right there. That fossil is Team Rocket's. Surrender now or prepare to fight. Okay, Team Rocket. Now, first of all, one thing I want to mention is they have their own theme. They have their own theme, and they're awesome. Like, I mean, not battle theme, but like when they're talking and stuff. That's pretty cool. And I did lose to them actually, so that's why I have all my Pokemon now. Because I got fully healed once I lost, and it's really bad to lose, I'm telling you. But I lost. Oh well, because you do lose money, and remember you can't get that money back. But oh well, that happened. Anyways, what I'm gonna say for Team Rocket, they'll have 3 Pokemon, which are Ekans, Coughing, and Meowth. Now, one thing I want to mention, it is so awesome that they put Team Rocket in this game. They put it in to kind of follow the anime even more, which is just amazing. And now, you know how Team Rocket has Pokemon like Ekans and Coughing. They actually made it so you can't catch an Ekans or Coughing in the wild, because what are the odds that the main character is using, you know, Pokemon that the antagonists are using, which is really interesting actually. So, you know, they really did try to make this game follow the anime as much as they can, and you'll see a lot more instances of that. And I mean a lot, so yeah, and pretty interesting and cool ones too, and most likely they'll make you want to play this game a lot. Even though it's really old, you know, graphics are really primitive and stuff like that. Definitely a great game, and I didn't realize Pikachu just owns Team Rocket so much. Like, look at this. Well, okay, I watched the original anime. It really does. And yeah, there's no double battles in this game, which is why, you know, we're facing them one-on-one and stuff like that. Otherwise, most likely you'd expect like a double battle with Jesse and James versus like just, you know, us or something. And yeah, wow, Pikachu just took out the whole like all of their Pokemon like that so easily, and it leveled up to level 16 too. So that's awesome. And yeah, so Brat did beat you. And yeah, they blast off at the speed of light. That is just awesome, man. And you'll see them a couple other times later, so yeah, don't worry.